Well, hello everybody. Thank you for joining me in the forest this week. I always look forward to our time together. I had some really good friends of mine. What they asked me to do was come up to one of their claims and check out a creek for them that they think there's some good gold in here. There's a gold quartz face right above me here. So I'll show you guys kind of what's going on here. This area. All right, now this is nowhere near where I normally prospect. This is way up in the valley, but you'll see coming down here is a very steep waterfall. Not a waterfall, but it's a creek that runs very little water underneath. So what I'm going to show you guys today is how to process dirt that has very little water around it and still be able to use water. That's going to be my focus. But where I'm sitting is, and I've been here for a while, I haven't done one pan yet, so I have no idea what's going on. But you'll see here all this beautiful material that I can go after without even going into the water table. Now, I've got a couple things to maintain the water in my hole, a few digging devices. I have a new 1/2-inch classifier. Yeah, so not gonna miss any nuggets now. And I've got a bucket of material here. So I'm just going to empty it out, show you what it looks like. Okay, now this bucket is the accumulation of probably 8 or 10 buckets now. So maybe 8 buckets. But what I've been doing is a method I'm going to show you after this. How I'm concentrating this bucket, and I'm not panning anything. I have not done one pan yet, and this is probably 8 buckets worth of material. So, hey guys are wondering, how did he do that? Well, I'm going to show you in a sec. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm putting some cleaner water in. I'll show you how I got the water from this almost dry creek after. So, what I'm doing is mixing it up with my hands. If you have a tool, a pointy tool, you can use that too. And I'm mixing up about the top 8 or 10 inches of the bucket, okay? So what I'm doing is, you know, gold's so heavy, 8, 10 times heavier than all the other stuff in this bucket. This is basically a big pan right now. So I shift it all to the bottom. You know, I can give it a few of these just to settle the gold a little more. And I know this top 5, 6 inches of dirt is garbage. So what I do is I go like this. And don't get me wrong, guys, I've tested this theory and panned out my material from here. There's nothing here. All the gold is settled into the bucket. So turning this into a bucket pan. Now I'm going to show you guys how to get water from almost a dry creek after this. Okay, when I got here, there was maybe this much water. I mean, you couldn't even stick a pan in the ground. So what I did was I made a deeper spot right here. And it was just going to be my water area. But then I started looking at the material and it got a lot more interesting. So got some nice sun and it's really looking good. I've got quite a bit of material, but I want to show you guys a really good sample. So I am going to run some more of this and show you a bit more what it looks like. And we'll see. But yeah, I am in kind of a plunge pool to a very steep creek. This is about 70 degrees or so. So it's very steep. And in creeks like that, it's always going to settle in the kind of plunge pool lower areas like I'm digging here. So I do have the old timers out with me. I might film them doing something or not. But I've been invited out here. So I'm going to see if there's some gold here. So. Alright everybody, I'm going to show you how to gather a half a bucket in a few seconds, one-handed, still holding my phone. Look at that. Half a bucket of material. Off camera, I'm just going to scrape the rest down into the bucket, and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, that's where it came from. Look how much material I got in just, 20 seconds. So here we go, pan is down safe. Watch this beautiful material. Okay, you guys, that's what I've been doing for about the last hour to get my samples. You know, sometimes I'll use the bucket, sometimes the pan, but remember, tip from the other videos, make sure nothing can fall off the end of your pan when you move it. See, I contain everything. Take this over to the classifier. All right, this is how I'm gonna leave this hole until my sample's done. The sample's real good. Still gonna fill it in anyways because I'm not coming back here again probably. I don't know. We will see. I'm just doing some favors with some good buddies. So that's what I'm leaving. And I have this much material, but I've got very little water to pan in for here. So what I'm gonna do is the same method I showed you earlier in the video. I'm gonna shrink this down. I'm gonna put it in my pan and we'll see down there in my hole what we have for gold. So I hope there's something here, but you know how prospecting is. This ground looks really good, but you never know, guys. That's kind of the thrill of it. Okay guys, so I don't have much dirt, but I have water to work with, so I gotta use the bottom of my hole. So panning lesson for the day. Stratify it real good. Clean it good. I wish I could use cleaner water, but I'm barely lucky able to have any water, so. It's been very challenging to pan a lot of material in a little tiny puddle. But all you need is a little water. So that's all I'm doing. I'm shrinking my bucket down. I'll show you when I finally get it shrunk down to about that much. So we'll come back. This is pan number 2, everybody. Okay, I'll show you after pan 3. Alright, that's number 3 pan. Now you guys can see why I like using my high banker to classify material, because this is very hard. Especially duck squatting in a little tiny hole that fills up every time you empty a pan into it. But the other option, everybody, is to load up a whole bunch of material and take it down to some water. But by the time you would do that, I've done everything in place. So you can see how much water you can draw from a creek that looks like it's almost dry. All you got to do is maybe make 2 holes. One hole for your water and one hole that you're taking dirt from. Okay, everybody, let's hope for the best. As I said, this is a new area, but this is a prospecting channel, so you guys need to see different ways of prospecting. I did an incredible amount of work here that you can tell by the rocks that are all around my hole here. And I don't even know. I might have nothing here. I might have a 1/4 gram. There's no way to tell, guys, until you're done your pan. We'll see. The deciding factor will be when I get this down, if there's much black sand in here or not. If I don't have any black sand, I wouldn't even bother digging here again. If there is black sand, the gold could be a little deeper. Black sand is still lighter than gold is. This is a nice treat. I got one of my good friends on the camera for me. It's a nice treat. Yeah, guys, I don't know. I don't think this is the best area. Let's see. Never know. It's just too much shale in the area. Too much shale. If there's gold here, it's way deeper than this. Let's see here. Now you guys, you can see the difference now between my creek that I'm in and up here. There's no signs of gold here. There's no black sand. There's no hematite. There's no heavies. There's nothing to show me that I would want to dig in this specific spot and area again. So you guys, I hope you learned something. You know how promising a spot can look if you look behind me. You do an incredible amount of work, but don't be discouraged if you don't find much, everybody. I worked my ass off and I still can only show gold when I can show gold. So hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you again on the next one, and stay safe in the forest. And thank you, Uncle Jay, for doing some filming for me. All right. Take care, guys.